the other one. This one was Institute for Social Research. It says even your house will be dirtier if you marry a career woman. I don't know.
Does it mean that the man is not cleaning the house too? We're both taking care of the house.
But Jay, why are you pointing at the men and everything we ask? Oh my God.
Yeah, because you said a career woman. We're talking about career woman in a relationship, right?
Yeah.
So it's either you're married to a career man or you're married to a man that's stay-at-home dad, whatever you may call them. So if I'm married to a stay-at-home dad and the house is dirty, that's not my fault. Career man and the house is dirty, it's not just my fault. So if the house is dirty, it's both of our responsibility.
Excuses. The study just saying the house is more likely to be dirty. Is this true or not true?
Not true.
That's not true. And as career woman, you have to have like a really good time management skill. So you would know like what schedule to be able to clean your house. So I don't think that has like any sense. You could have somebody, a stay-at-home mom, staying at home and the house is like sloppy, dirty because they're at home the whole time. Whereas you could have like a career woman who knows that, okay, this is the time that she has to go to work and come back. And when she comes back, she takes care of her business.
If the house is dirty, it's our house. Even if I didn't have a job and my husband has a job, it's still our house. The house should be kept clean. Why does that have to be the responsibility of the woman?
Well, but then I see the study's point, because if you are...
You see the study's point?
Yeah, I see the point that they're making. Because if, let's be honest...
What's the point they're making?
The point they're making is that if you're a career woman, you're more likely to have maybe not such a clean house compared to someone that's not working.
Ah, okay. That's why your house is dirty.
My house is clean.
Okay, but you have a career, so now there's your answer.
Let's move on to the next one. Okay, on that note, we're just gonna go ahead and look at the next one, since they don't really believe in that study. This next one, it says, it is also true that most career women fail at dating. Is this true? Amy, we'll have you go first, since you always have the loud mouth.
I can see the reason why.
You see this time. Okay.
Yeah. As a career woman, you have so much to do sometimes. To put that extra time to to set up a date with this guy. Dating itself these days is a lot.
Exhausting.
It's exhausting. It's tiring. It's like a whole career by itself. I feel like you need to have people that will actually take care of your dating affairs. And then as long as they find you the right man, then they just forward it to you and it makes your life a lot easier.
It's called matchmaking.
The matchmakers.
Yeah, let's have someone who just does that for us, and we don't have to worry about all the stress of dating. Because especially nowadays, think about something like online dating, and you have to be meeting different guys on a site or something, right?
I feel like online dating even makes it easier, because if you but online dating
itself is also hard, Juka. Because think about it, okay? You have a career that you're focused on, you're always busy, then you are online, and you probably have like 50 men trying to talk to you at once, and you're trying to vet to see, who to swipe left or right for. Right? So it's like, to juggle both of those things is a lot. Like, where's the time? It's not like you're with one guy. It's like you're trying to vet multiple guys. So definitely, I agree. It's really hard to probably be dating and be.
Yeah, and I agree with that too. Because even to go out, I remember when I was younger, when I didn't really, it was like, okay, I'm just doing work and that's it, whatever. So you don't have right? You don't have you have more time, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. So you go out during the week. You go out Friday, you go out Saturday, you go out Sunday, or you go out Monday, or you go out Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. This is New York times, right? And then you meet so many different people, and you can choose whoever you want to talk to or who you don't want to talk to. But then when you have it was much easier, right? And if you have a career, you're working, the last thing in your mind is going out just to go out and hang out with your friends. Or it's very specific events that you go in. So if you go out, it's probably like once every weekend, right?
Once a week is a lot for me.
Really?
Oh, yes. Because the thing is, I barely even have time for my own self, right? That all the time I have is I'm working. When I get off work, I have to film my own videos for my own YouTube. And when I finish that on Sunday, like I have to film the sister show. And sometimes we have to film 2 shows in a day. What time do I have to go out? So my friends are like, okay, let's go out. I'm like, yeah, let's go out. Once I drive into my house, and I think that I have to take a shower, change, put my makeup on, put my clothes on, go out again, drive back home, I'm out. It's a wrap.
That's called when you're old.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
That's what I'm realizing. And if you're younger and you're watching this, please, yeah, watch out for this. I remember when I was younger, obviously, right? I'm older now. I would ask some of my older friends. I had older friends, and I would say, "Let's go out." And then one of them would be like, Jacqueline would be like, "Girl, child, I'm tired." I'm like, "How can you be tired? How can you not want to go out?" And I genuinely thought like I thought she was just being either mean or crazy. Like I thought, just when you work all week, go out and have fun. Saturday, Sunday.
When I realized that I've hit that age, like that I've hit it, right? I used to lie so much to my mom just to go out and have a good time. I would lie. I would say any kind of lie just to go out. And right now, I'll say any kind of lie just to stay home. And I was like, yo, I'm old. Lie to stay home, I'm old.
Let's see what Dr. Jaye has to say about that. What do you say about dating and career woman?
She's a career woman. That's all she is. She doesn't date. She doesn't think about it. She doesn't care about it. Right, Jay?
It's a lot of work to actually go to work, come home. Like when I come home, I have so much stuff to do still about work. And then I have so much other stuff to do that is not related to my job, but it's related to other jobs that I'm doing. And not only to go out, but to even talk to people on the phone. Like sometimes I'm like, man, when do I have time to even talk to my own family much more? Trying to date someone, trying to figure it out, trying to figure them out, trying to see what they want. It's a lot of work. It's much easier to just go to work, come home, take a shower, pray, eat, and go to bed.
Olay has no idea what we're talking about. Olay is like, oh, Princess Olay. I get it.
Yeah, because she has.
I get it. All
No,
figured
I
out.
think you do have to put in the work. So I think you guys have to prioritize and put in some work and know that, okay, if you need to find someone, you do have to put in some work in it. And that's all it is.
Listen to Mama Olay here. Olay.
Hey, Juka, leave Olay alone. Olay has not dated in 50 years.
You know what? I can imagine Olay with her career right now trying to date if she wasn't married. Olay, you'd sound just like Dr. Jaye.
No, like I said, if it's a priority and it's important, you have to put in the work. I would have put in the work. You guys need to do this next year.
Amy and Jay.
Wow. I'm in a relationship. I don't know about Jay.
You mean you're in a relationship in your head? Like
No, Dr. Jaye. She found someone from What's Up Gambia, Dr. Jaye.
how come you guys didn't tell me?
The one with the top lava?
No, the one that said that we used to date. I took him back.
Rekindle.
Yeah, we rekindled from What's on Gambia.
I actually thought maybe they did it, but then I was like, he couldn't be that bold to put that out there. And then, of course, Amy says she has no idea who the hell that is. So let's move on to the next one on that note. This one says, actually, men say they want an independent woman, but in actuality, most of them struggle with it. So now we are turning the tables around to the men. Do you guys agree with that?
They don't even want independent one. It sounds good in their mouth, but
No, Amy.
Yes, it sounds good, Jay. It sounds good in their. When was the last time you had a boyfriend? Let me talk. It sounds good in their mouth, but in actuality, they can't handle it.
And what is independent woman to you?
An independent woman is a woman who is independent and self-sufficient, someone who takes care of themselves and doesn't need to wait for a guy to come and take care of them. Someone who actually has a career, is a career woman, right? But then what they do is they turn around, okay, and then they say, oh, she's just high. No, after they ask for an independent woman, and then they see an independent woman, now they switch the tables and call them, she's high maintenance.
She's bougie.
Yes, she is high maintenance because she's maintaining herself.
She's independently maintaining herself.
She's independently maintaining herself. Until you want to take up that role, stop calling them high maintenance. And woman, there is nothing wrong with being independent. Okay? And when we say independent, nobody is talking about, oh, independent though, so you mean 50-50. That's not what nobody means here. Independent, you could be independent and still have a partner who still is going to care for you and take care of you and love you and cherish you.
Point noted.
Amy, the reason why I said, not that they don't want an independent woman, but they will say they want an independent woman. The part they want about the independence is the fact that you are taking care of yourself. They don't have to put in the money or the cash. They like the fact that you are financially independent, but they cannot really deal with the fact that you are financially independent. So they want their cake and eat it too. Like they would say, oh, I love an independent woman. It's the fact that they don't have to worry about paying for your bills. They don't have to worry about doing this. They don't have to worry about doing that. But then when you, yes, they do have a problem. They do have a problem when they have to be the one to now step up to try to do something for you. They don't like that part. When you have to sit down and share ideas, they don't like that. They just want a woman that they can control. They don't want to put their efforts or their cash onto you, but that's just the honest truth. They want it both.
Olay, can you rescue the men in the comment section? I'm sure they're commenting right now. Continue to comment below. If you're agreeing with Dr.
We
Jaye.
still love them. They are our brothers.
Yeah, I know. But they can comment about what they think about what you are saying. And Amy over here, Becky over here.
I think I'm 50-50 on this one. I think there's some men that really want and can handle independent women. And on the other hand, there's some men that may just say it and they may pick and choose like which one they want. But I think it's more of like a societal thing where women have always kind of been put into a box and they're not supposed to go out there and hustle. Not being political here, but remember on the vice president debate, the now new vice president kept getting interrupted, the sitting vice president. She kept saying, let me finish. And a lot of people also came after her and were saying that, oh, she should have like fought back. She had like a really, really good point. But what I'm just trying to say is if she was like really hard and pushed back, people would just call her like the angry black woman or like, oh, she's too emotional, etc. So there's all these labels that are usually given to women because of like how society perceives.
So it seems like when I listen to all you ladies, it's apparent you all need to be in the feminine energy class.
Well, if this is the reason why I have to be in the feminine energy class, then kick me out, dissolve this whole thing, just cancel it, okay? Expel me, do everything to just get me out. Jay actually said it the right way. These men who claim, oh, I want an independent woman, they want an independent woman that doesn't have a voice, that doesn't have an opinion. Once you have an opinion, now you are angry and you talk too much and you're just doing the most. Trust me, I know what I'm telling you. They say they want an independent woman, but it looks good on paper. It sounds good to their friends that, oh, my wife is the director of this and that and it does this. But in actuality, that's not what they want.
What do you want?
But in actuality, that's not what they want because they want someone that they can control.
Okay, but answer my question. What do you want? You're talking about what they want. What do you want as a woman too? What do you want?
I want a guy who has the same drive as me, who is very driven, who doesn't just limit themselves to just 2 pennies that they have, who is willing to fight to get to 1 million, no matter what it takes to get there. I want a guy who loves and respects me and cherishes me and have the same values like I have. But I want a guy who, listen, you asked me a question, I'm answering. I also want a guy who knows that you have a very opinionated woman who is not going to keep quiet to everything and will definitely have a voice in this house.
Amy, you done?
I'm not done. My list is long, but I'm going to just cut it short for this video.
But this is for now. Okay.
Yeah.
Abacadabra, abacadabra. I'm gonna locus the guy.
It's okay. He already exists.
The guy is right here. He just appeared, Amy.
It's so stupid.
Amy, ignore her. Mind Juka. That's pretty much what Amy's saying is like, okay, when you're dating, that's when you set all those boundaries. That's when you set expectations. But usually what happened to us women, when we're dating, we try to like hide some of our feelings. We try to hide like our ambitions. And then we're trying to like maybe, let's say, catch the guy or make the guy like marry us or whatever the word you may use. And then it's after when you get married, then you try to show your true self. And at that point, it's already too late.
Very, very true. And I feel like every single time you get into a relationship, we want to ignore every single thing and not pay attention to all the red flags or the things that we can probably fix, the details and fix in the beginning. Because our society just basically tells us that, oh, you need to find a husband, you need to find a husband, you need to change your ways so you can find a husband. You can't, you can't talk back if you want to find a husband. So then what happens is you hide all these things into a shell.
So Amy, all your answers are in feminine energy because feminine energy does not tell you need to be quiet.
Listen, I only agree with some parts of feminine energy. I don't agree with all of it because the first part you told me that that was masculine energy. I don't agree with it. What I'm telling you is, and what I'm urging every young person out there that is watching the show today is this: don't ever limit yourself and don't ever put yourself low just so that you can have that ring on that finger. It's do what pleases you. Focus on what you actually really want out of this relationship, not just because society is forcing you to be in a relationship and to get married and to make babies. If it's meant for you, it will come to you no matter what.
Those are facts. Those are very factual.
Right?
I don't deny anything you just said. It's actually very true what you just said. It's really important to not rush and jump into something because society is pressuring you to be married and have kids at a certain age or certain thing or whatever. From what Amy's saying, yes, you can wait for the right person, but also as women, be too stiff on our ways. We have to try to always work on ourselves. The same way that we get up every day and pray, the same way we get up every day to do work and perfect our craft, the same way you go and watch videos on YouTube, or the same way you are trying to always train. Olay, you take these seminars, Dr.Jaye, you're always refreshing your ideas and knowledge about what your field, is the same exact way that we also have to work on our personalities as women. The same way men have to also work on themselves. But the feminine energy is always saying we have to focus on ourselves first, and then whatever is gonna come is gonna come. If they're not right for us, you let them fall off. You're not even gonna, you just let them fall off. If they're right for us, they'll stick. This is feminine energy.
And Juka, that's what I think Amy just said. We should perfect ourselves, you know, in certain things, but that doesn't mean we should compromise our beliefs.
No, you have boundaries. If you're watching and you're wondering what I'm talking about, I'll just do a feminine energy plug. Make sure you watch the feminine energy show later on, or go on the sister show and just look for the sister show after chat, live chat, and you'll see some feminine energy there, the conversations, and hopefully resonate. But I'm trying to pull Amy there.
What I was saying was just very simple, and this was just a little advice for every young person that's out there that's watching. Just because society is forcing you and making you want to go and get married tomorrow, doesn't mean that you have to shut your mouth and for real. Doesn't mean that you have to hold your lips or shut your mouth or whatever you call it, and probably compromise some of the things that you know for a fact that you don't really want. Because guess what? No matter what, there is gonna come a day, those things are gonna come out. And guess what? That's what's gonna lead to you having problems in your marriage. So before it gets to that point, if you know for a fact that this person and this guy is not going to switch or is not going to change, which most of them will probably not change, guess what?
Yeah, Amy, you're absolutely right. We all agree. It's still up to us to also work on ourselves. So I'm just saying, I just figured to drop that sugar in that tea real quick.